Hello friends, I'm here. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I apologize, stream was a little tiny bit thrown together today, but hopefully everything is working properly as it's supposed to. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna say your name wrong. Is it Acid Decapacitor? Did I do it? Acid Decapacitor, hello, welcome to the stream. How are you? Angels are near, hello, how are you? Exiled Fae, hello, hello, how are you? I'm just gonna use the same disclaimer I used yesterday. I'm a tiny bit under the weather at the moment here. So I feel pretty decent, I have to say, but if I suddenly start to feel unwell during the stream, I first of all apologize in advance. Second of all, if it happens, we might end a little early. We might only do one scene instead of two. I mean, we'll go with the flow. I'm always telling people to take care of themselves and honor their limits, so I try to follow my own advice. If I start to feel like I need to go lay down, I will definitely do that. But I started this stream because I feel like I can do it. I feel like I can do words. I did some words this morning on a different novel, and I'm hoping I can do some words on this novel. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you so much. I probably will. Every now and then I kind of end up in cramped territory. So I've kind of learned that if it happens, I should just go lay down. I was worried actually that I wouldn't be able to stream this afternoon. But I feel pretty good. So we'll see if I can quick fingers these words in before I need to lay down. Just had the most brilliant idea for a book movie. Well, tell us about it, Acid Decapacitor, if you want to, no pressure. All idea talk is welcome here. I am just gonna actually organize my writing here. How are you guys doing? Enough about me. How are you guys doing? There's a relic that's been uncovered, and the relic is rumored to bring good luck to the entire town it's brought to. Ooh, that sounds like a good start. I'm assuming it would be heavily coveted, though, if it's a good luck relic. If it's broken, it causes bad luck. Oh, no. Oh, no. I kind of can see where that's going. So, yes, I apologize if I'm a little bit scatterbrained also. I have a million things on my brain today. I had to text Ghost Pepper a list of things to bring home with him from the store today. And I'm just kind of reeling from the amount of things that I've been organizing. But this is Everyone's Child for anyone who hasn't been visiting streams lately. This is a novel that I world built, character created, and outlined all on stream, and so far everything that we've written in this book has been written on stream as well. I am slowly uploading these to YouTube for anyone who misses the VODs, because my VODs only stick around for about 2 weeks. To preserve them for posterity. So if anyone wants to have an in-depth look at my process and how my brain works, that's there for your viewing pleasure. Yesterday, we started the first major confrontation in this novel. Our main character, Aleith, was imprisoned by the Mage Council. She believed wrongly, unfairly. And so she met, while she was in prison, our boy Jaolin, another main character from the book, who offered to help her break out of prison if she would take him with her through the jungle when she left. But instead of leaving, she turned around and started blasting the Mage Town and setting things on fire. And that's basically where we left off yesterday. Was things are burning. Aleith is just in revenge mode. And now we're going to switch perspectives to Jaolin today and see what he does to deal with this situation. So each year, one person from each country is set out to grab the relic, but if the relic is stolen from the country that has it, then the country stolen from gets cursed with bad luck, and the country that stole it gets good luck. Oh, I can see how, like, whole wars would be fought over this relic. I can see how all the countries would be like, no, but seriously, we need to have that thing. Get it. And then they all get cursed with bad luck because they keep getting stolen from and also stealing, I assume. I'm making assumptions, wild assumptions. I can see how there would be tons of story potential for that. Tons. So yeah, normally I start out stream by rambling a lot. I might try to cut down a little bit on the rambling today just because I want most of my brain power to go to writing. But if anyone's looking for an update on excitement in my life, I mentioned last week on stream that I ordered some new charging cables for my iPad because my charger that's longer than what feels like 2 inches frayed and no longer felt safe to use because it's a fire hazard, so I threw it away. I ordered a pair of lightning chargers from Amazon on Thursday last week, before Thursday's stream last week. They were supposed to arrive Monday. They didn't. I assumed because we had our holiday for the Queen's funeral on Monday. I thought, okay, maybe it was just delayed. It didn't show up yesterday. So I messaged Amazon and I was like, hey, oh no, I didn't realize my tab froze and I was waiting for sound and nothing came. Can you hear me now, Exiled Fae? I hope you can. Well, if it isn't the great word magician Megan, it is indeed I. Hello, leader, how are you? Good, I'm glad you can hear me. You can hear me moan and complain about Amazon. So, yeah, so I got this update to my tracking that basically said that it was being relabeled under a different tracking number with no other tracking number listed. So I contacted Amazon and I was like, hey, what means this? Because I had never seen that on Amazon tracking before. And the guy was like, yeah, it means they lost your package. And I was like, excuse me? And he was like, yeah, the carrier misplaced it. And I was like, because he was like, we don't have another tracking number. And I was like, okay, so what? Like, what does that mean? And he was like, well, you ordered from a third party, so we can't replace it. Which, time out. Whenever I order from a third party, I make sure that I order from the third party, but it says fulfilled by Amazon, so that it's always being shipped by Amazon. So I pointed this out to him. I was like, it's fulfilled by Amazon. And he was like, yeah, that means we handle the shipping. And I was like, yeah, so ship me another one. And he was like, I can't, you have to reorder it. So I was like, all right, give me a refund, because at that point they weren't gonna give me anything else. But I did not instantly go reorder the same thing from the same place because they already lost it once. So yeah, no chargers. My charging cable that I have now is fine, but it's tiny, so every time I want to charge my iPad, I either have to plug it in across the house or crawl under my desk, so that's fun. No idea, because they were like, if the package subsequently shows up, you can keep it. And I was like, well, you said it was lost, so... Oh my goodness. Doing good? I'm glad to hear it, leader. Been playing a game called Hard Space Shipbreaker all day, and it's a blast. Oh, I think maybe I've seen Val play that. It's like where you... like salvage ships or whatever, like you go in and deconstruct ships. It's a universal emotion. Who can we write to complain about plans to reduce rambling? Hey, Mindset Match, you can complain right here in the chat. It doesn't mean... First of all, me saying I should reduce my rambling doesn't mean it will happen. Second of all, complaining to me that the rambling isn't happening enough might not make a difference. It just depends on the day, I guess. Random is as random does. How are you, Mindset Match? I hope you're doing well. Yep, it's a blast and sometimes literally nice. Yeah, I watched Val play a little bit of that and it seems interesting. plot twist. The main character wakes up, everyone is dead, and now I'm the main character. What? Hello, Y. How are you? How did the rest of your Hades go yesterday? I've been lurking in a lot of Hades streams the last few days because apparently the 180 hours I have in that game just isn't enough for me. I want to watch everyone else play their 180 hours of that game. I beat him? Nice. He deserves it. Every time you kick Hades' butt, he deserves it. Forever kick Hades' butt. He always deserves it. I am actually going to shimmy out of my hoodie here because I'm a little bit warm. And we're going to think about starting our first sprint for the day. Ooh. Hang on. I'm going to blow my nose. Apologies. It is fall, so the weather is changing. Thought I'd be playing the game longer. Oh, did you need to stop for some reason? Why? You'll go back, don't worry. You always go back to that game. Hades is one of those games where often when I turn it on to play, I get to a point where I'm like, well, I guess I either need to eat or sleep or whatever, and that's what ultimately makes me stop playing the game. Otherwise, I would just keep playing. So, although I do miss when I first started playing Hades, each of my runs took roughly like 20 or 30 minutes because I couldn't get past the Hydra. So I could sit down for like 2 hours and do like 6 runs, but then now it takes me like an hour to get all the way through. So, you know. But I'm semi-decent at the game? Question mark? Alright, let's see if I can... Remember how I said I was going to cut down on rambling? Remember how that did not actually happen? Let's see if I can psychically connect with my characters today and see what they've got in their brains. Sorry. Distraction. Just wanted to beat him after not playing for so long. I'll play more on Friday, but I'll do the rest of the story offline. That makes sense. I definitely think it's easier to do Hades offline. I know that Ghost has been steadfast in like, no, I like playing it online, but every time he plays Hades on stream, he gets a ton of Dixper cards played on him, which makes it way harder for him to actually advance the story. So, nothing but respect for the man for doing that, but also, I'm like, dude, you can play offline and actually beat the game. So, I get it. And honestly, once you beat the story in that game, there's still a lot to do. A lot of the side quests take, because of how the dialogue triggers in that game for various quests, it actually can take quite a bit of time past when you've beaten the story to actually finish all the quests and stuff. I was just saying in Toast's stream, I still have not finished Hypnosis quest. I have 180 hours in the game. I think I've escaped something like, I don't know, I think on heat wise, I'm up to 24 heat I've gotten through on the shield with 24 heat. And I still have not finished Hypnosis main quest. I still have not gotten his like final heart. And I'm so mad. I'm so mad. The runs are so long and losing early is kind of hard. Yeah, it is the sort of thing where as you get better and better at the game, it gets easier and easier to like save your death defies. But then like I've been playing that game forever and I still often die to Theseus and Asterius. Because Theseus is a butt, and I hate him. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there's a really awesome game called Hades. Look it up on Steam. It is a roguelite game, where you're basically stuck in a hell loop, and it's really great, and it's based on Greek mythology. Super cool. Super great character design, super fun fighter. I am not even good at fighters, and I find this game really fun. So check it out. Fuck shields. Okay, yes. I could talk about Hades forever, but I said less rambling, so let's do some writing. Let's put the 20 minutes on our clock. Why is fucking a shield? You know what? I could say stuff about that, but all I'm gonna say is, hey, Senator, how are you? What is up? And also, I noticed you've been lurking sometimes lately, and I totally appreciate. If the shield has a hole, it's not much of a shield. That's a good point. But if you make a hole, browse. Lurking because I gotta work? No problem, Senator. I mean, this is supposed to be a working stream, so... A meeting scheduled for 5 p.m. What? That sounds like the worst. I hope it's short and fun. Or at least short, if not fun. Okay. Where's my buttons? Did that work? It did! Alright. So last we saw Jalen, he was trying to grab Aleith and drag her towards the jungle. Oops. It's not fun, but it'll be the best meeting of the day because I'm not in trouble. Well, that's good news. I still hope it's short. Meetings at 5 p.m. are the worst. Have fun. I always enjoy lurking when I can. Well, I appreciate that, Senator. I always love having you when you're able to lurk. And like I said, I hope it's a short meeting. I hope you get to enjoy your evening after work. Hi, Halo. Thank you for the hydrate, and we'll do the stretch here in a moment. Whoops. All right, now we stretch, now that we've reached the end of that sentence. Oh yeah. Halo, how are you? What are you up to today? The book editor, hello, thank you so much for the raid. I don't know why I got so high pitched. Welcome, welcome. Incoming book raid. Unsubtle Silk, hello. Moose, hello. Liquid Lightning, sorry, your name was blending stealthily into the background. Welcome, welcome. Lindsay Rexton, hello, welcome. How was your stream? How did the writing go? Lindsay, thank you so much for the follow. I might be a little quiet here for the first few minutes because we are in our first sprint and I am tippy-top typing away. But please let me know how you guys are doing, what you're up to. Dark Purple will do that. Indeed. I had to get real close. I was like, Stream was great, got a ton done. Nice, I'm glad to hear that. We've only just started our first sprint of the day, but hopefully we'll be able to report the same when we're finished. Striker, the hat must be donned. It is coming. There we go. Mustang Aspen, this seems late for you. No, this is the regular time for my afternoon streamy strams. It's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We got a fabulous Jack Skellington hat for Moose. Please enjoy. Zoned out on my budget meeting and didn't realize we had raided. Hello, Katya. How are you? How is the budget meeting going? Ooh, the hat is falling. This is not a drill. Doing great. The meeting is over. I'm free to be a normal human. Yay! End of meeting. Very good. I have learned that meetings go on far too long in most jobs these days. Hat doesn't like my headphones today. I think that's the main problem. Squanchy, hello, how are you? These guys are efficient, but budgeting really numbs my brain. I feel you. Was it one of those could have been in email meetings? Begging for money, which is just as excruciating, but it's easier to do if you have a finance person. Can we pretty please spend 70,000 bucks on software this year? Oh boy, are you the one who has to tell them no? Peter, hello! Plot twist Peter's here, and he's hungry for a well-seasoned and appetizing soup. Nice! I can offer you some words for sure, Peter. The only thing I learned from accounting people is that if you don't spend it this year, you lose it next year. Ouch. Oh, they're the ones that tell you no. Oh, so you were the one saying, but look at this shiny software. boy. I feel like my fingers are going a mile a minute today. Let's see. Let's see. 1,049 words. Heck yeah, that's pretty awesome. Sorry that I have missed some of what was going on in chat, but wanted to get those words in there. Anybody who dares tell me no, I absolutely respect their wishes despite my disappointment. Peter, that's so sweet of you. That explains the margarita machine in the office. Heck yeah. Isn't a margarita machine just a blender? I mean, it depends. That's like the low end margarita machine. The high end one like puts all the ingredients in for you. I too would like a margarita machine. You can buy a blender for $14.99. Peter, your sass is on fire today. A margarita machine is a blender plus ice maker and dispenser. The less work, the better. I would also like a machine that just orders more booze for me. Can we get one of those? I genuinely had no idea. I really thought it was just a blender. Not all margaritas are blended, actually. Some of them are just shaken. You can choose whether or not you crush the ice and mix it up into like a slushy type drink, or you can just mix the margarita and drink it over ice, which is the way Ghost prefers to do it. Confusingly, plain cheese pizzas are called margarita pizza. That is true. Pretty sure finance is going to say no to my margarita dreams. No! How rude. It is, depending on where you work, and if finances and software are involved, it does sound like margaritas are essential. Just putting that out there. It's for the health of my team members. Exactly. I'm glad we could be of service in the quest for the margarita machine. If they say no, that shows you exactly what company they are, and you don't need that kind of negativity. What's the pathetic? I hope it's not 1,000 words in 20 minutes. Yes. 1,000 words in 20 minutes is when I'm in the zone, my higher end working time. I had not been able to hit that on streams for a while now, so I definitely feel like I'm shaking off some of the dust, getting back into the groove, into the swing of things here. I've done 12,108 words in my book so far. Acid decapacitor, that's awesome. Peter, you are not pathetic. I've been asking for the adult beverage card at my job for over 10 years. Now that we work at home, I just provide my own. Exactly. That was the benefit when Ghost was at home, was that when he just finished teaching for the day, we could just mix up drinks right there. And every now and then his colleagues would get together on a Zoom call and have drinks, and it was super cool. Because then I would, also get a drink without the Zoom call. I'm aiming for 65,000 in my book done this month. Good luck, Acid Decapacitor. That is a impressive goal, but I'm sure you'll be able to hit it. It sounds like you are well on your way. I got called a margarita machine once. Mindset match, I feel like we need the story behind that. I don't think you can just say, I was once called a margarita machine and not explain. Mustang, don't die. Why are you dying? Because if you're dying because I wrote 1,000 words in 20 minutes, please don't. That's just my pace. It is not... If you do not write at that speed, please do not feel bad about that. It is not everybody word vomits the way I do. This is just me word puking my story onto a page. Please do not feel bad if that's not how you work. Comf, hello! How are you? I decided to stream this afternoon, as you can see. It was a choice between streaming or going back to bed, and I did not go back to bed. I am here. We've written 1,000 words so far in our first sprint. Feeling good. I'm hoping to be able to wrap up or come close to wrapping this scene up in the next 1,000 words. Comf, oh my goodness! Thank you so much for using your Prime sub. You can use that Prime sub anywhere, but you used it here. I super appreciate that. And it's kind of cool that I spent my morning lurking in your stream while you were working, and now you're lurking in my stream, or I assume we'll be lurking in my stream while we continue to work. After James Cameron killed a man and felt no remorse, he changed it to the Terminator, we all know. My goal is being done with my edits before October 15th, and it's not going great. Oh no, Katya, I just finished a ton of really heavy edits on a couple of projects. Editing can be super hard, so I feel you if you feel like it's taking a lot to get through those edits. But keep at it. You will get there. You'll feel so much better when it's done. Your work will be so awesome, and it'll be worth it. It'll be totally worth it, knowing me, I'll crunch my way to the deadline. Fingers and toes crossed that you can get those words to cooperate with you. My in the zone max is only 2,400 words an hour for 5 hours at a time, but I gotta be peak. I mean, listen, I might be writing 1,000 words in 20 minutes, but now I'm probably gonna sit here and just yammer for another 20 minutes and then do another round of words. So really, at the end of the day, we probably write at the same rate. You just don't spend, 20 minutes being like, and then this happened in between. Also, again, I can't stress this enough. Everybody writes at a different pace. Everybody has a different method. Everybody has something that works for them and stuff that doesn't work for them. If what works for me seems like really cool, but it doesn't work for you, don't stress yourself out. Don't compare yourself too much to other writers. Do what feels good for you and what pace works for you. And I swear to you that if you want to get faster as a writer, it just takes practice. Sable, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, hello, hello. How did the rest of the Hero Forge figs go? Everyone's brain is different. The less time you spend thinking of it as a race, the better it will be. Exactly. Exiled Fae has it exactly correct. It's not necessarily a competition. We're all just trying to get words in. And for me, the way I get words in is panic typing while the 20-minute timer is running and then being like, cool, I did it. Prepare to be boarded. Hello, Daz. We'll be doing some work. Good luck, Comf. I hope it all goes smoothly. I hope you were able to figure out the new method of doing your refunds now that they've taken the spreadsheet away. Gwen, hello. Sable, hello. Oh yeah, did not do a shout out. Look at me slacking. Please go check out Sable. She's super awesome. She's one of the writers that really encouraged me to get on Twitch and start doing my writing, because before I encountered her during Nano last year, I had no idea that people streamed writing anyway at all in the first place. She and several of the people with her in the raid are also part of a really awesome game called Game of Tomes that happens here on Twitch during Nano and Camp Nano months. I did the tourney in July this year. It was super fun. I'm really looking forward to getting more involved in the community for November, so looking forward to that. The Hero Forge stuff was fun. Gotta go downstairs and turn off the stream? No problem. It's very true, Sable. You were one of the first writing streamers I ever encountered, and I'm really glad because I have so much fun doing this now. Hey, Wolf, how are you? Oh my goodness. Your emote combos are always wonderful. They took our spreadsheet. Honestly, Comf, when you were saying they didn't warn us and now we don't use the spreadsheet anymore, I instantly, because I'm super sentimental towards like objects that aren't actually alive, I was like, they didn't even let you say goodbye. They didn't even let you do like your one last transaction in the spreadsheet. I would be so sad, because I would have been like, okay, this is my last one. I'm doing my last spreadsheet entry. They didn't even give you that. It's like, how can I adapt to this new method? I wasn't even allowed to say goodbye to my old method. You're home. How are you? I'm doing pretty good, Woof. I'm a little bit so-so, but obviously, hey, I didn't end up taking a nap today. I'm streaming. It's going. Hey, Supernatural. How are you? Welcome back, Sable. I was just saying that, yes, indeed. I didn't actually know that writing on Twitch was a thing before I encountered you during Nano last year. It was like this whole other world that came open to me when I started hanging out in your Discord. And I was like, dang, would people watch me do that? And then I was like, no, but I gave it a try and people did. So here I am. Doing that thing I wanted to be talked out of. Look, Mustang, you sent me a message saying talk me out of something writing related, and I'm the worst person to talk you out of anything writing related, because I instantly was like, no, but do it. If you need to have an angel on one shoulder and a devil on the other, I'm always going to be the devil. So I'm always going to be the do it court. My battery is low and it's getting dark is the deepest, darkest, most human thing I've ever heard. That was, yeah, I cried many tears live on the radio when Opportunity Rover died. I cried for Opportunity as well. Not only am I the Secret of the Month Club president, I'm also a client. Woof, thank you so much. 11 months. How is that possible? That means that in a month, you will have been subscribed to me for a year? Is that even possible? Is that even possible? Thank you so much, Woof. I know you've been here from the beginning. It means a lot to me. This is a dangerous stream. I mean, if you're worried about being talked out of something, yes, it's very dangerous. You won't be talked out of things here. You will be talked into things. We made a policy. I've started doing... I've started doing craft streams with my good friend Flutter on Friday nights. And she was doing, she's got this big white craft organizer that she's painting panels to put on it. And so she was drawing stuff for her first panel, and she was like, should I do? And I was like, hold up. We're not saying no to anything on this stream. We are only saying yes to everything. So yes to everything, no to nothing. It's a perfect philosophy. What could go wrong? It's not only possible, it's possibly probable. I cannot believe that I've actually been... I can't have been a Twitch affiliate for a year, can I? Is that possible? I was so surprised to discover people streamed writing. I was like, why would anyone want to watch me write? Exactly! I was like... And also I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna write stuff while people are watching, like just reading? But I've learned, like you said, it's more like a write-in. People usually aren't paying too much attention to what you're typing or what you're editing or whatever. They're kind of hanging out doing their thing and just vibing. Yes to everything sounds like that new Lower Decks episode. Yes to everything. I mean, within reason, if your brain is like, hey, let's do a murder. No to that. It goes without saying, you know, within reason, yes to everything. My screen is too small to read what you're typing. Honestly, Squanchy, that makes me feel better because I don't know if any of what I'm typing is good. It's the start of a story. It's a rough draft. It's gonna be edited to within an inch of its life at some point. It's more just so that you guys can see that I'm like doing something and you guys can choose to do something at the same time if you want. I'm tempted to do a digital painting stream. Say yes to everything. Levi, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Tempted to do a digital painting stream, but I zone out whenever I start painting, so it would be the most silent stream. I mean, some people don't even talk on their streams at all, and people still hang out for the arting, so you never know. You did hit affiliate after 2 weeks. No, I did. Did I really? Are you serious, Woof? You have to be exaggerating. But even so, I didn't start streaming until November. But I guess a year, I guess that would make October a year. I guess you're right. I thought I didn't hit affiliate until December. I know. Time has all run together in my brain. It's all meaningless. Oh my goodness. There's a book by a guy called Danny Wallace called Yes Man, where after he broke up with his girlfriend, he spent a year saying yes to everything. Interesting. And it was made into a movie with Jim Carrey, which he should have said no to. Levi, hello. What are you up to today? We are just shooting the shit a little bit here in between writing sprints. I'm probably pretty soon going to start up the timer again to, like I said, see if I can finish this scene, because I'm hoping to do 2 scenes today. So it would be really cool if we could wrap up the first scene by around 4. I'm on the East? I said East. I'm on the West Coast, the Pacific Coast. I almost said the East Pacific Coast. That makes no sense. I'm on the Pacific Northwest Coast, so it's 3:30 here, for anyone who's wondering what my time zone is. I tend not to talk on streams unless someone is talking to me. I'm much more happy for people to just watch and lurk. Yeah. No, I get it. And I sometimes when chat is quiet, I just ramble to myself because I'm one of those people. But yeah. I mean, I'm kind of in the camp of if you build it, they will come. If you're doing something and people think it's cool, they'll come and they'll hang out. And it might surprise you, but you never know until you try. Time is an illusion. Lunchtime doubly so. Kind of hopping around seeing what's about. Well, thank you for taking a look at our stream. Usually I do productivity streams, so what I will do is I'll chat for a little while. Often about writing, but sometimes just about whatever we feel like talking about, or tea. We talk about tea a lot on the stream. And then we do writing sprints. So for about 20 minutes, I'll get quiet. You'll hear the clicky clack of my keyboard as I hurriedly put words into my novels. I'm currently working on a high fantasy novel that we've actually planned out entirely on stream and written so far entirely on stream. And we're trying to get 2 scenes done today. West Coast, best coast. Yes! I grew up on the East Coast, and I never thought I would like it as much out west as I do, but I really do. It's beautiful here. It's gorgeous. I would not choose to leave. If you go west enough, you'd be in the east. I guess that's true, Squanchy. That is... that is true. I like that Peter is in the West Coast Represent Club, even though he's on a completely different West Coast. My country is all West Coast. Good to know, Katya. Keyboard clicky clacks are so satisfying. Yes! I'm so happy that everyone who comes and hangs out on my stream is like, yes to mechanical keyboards. Because my husband, probably because he was forced to share an office with me for several years, but my husband does not like the clicky clack of my keyboard. In fact, he claims that it haunts his nightmares, which maybe it does, but I like it. I like the feedback of knowing that I'm doing something and that something is occurring. But I can see how to Ghost Pepper, who has, you know, had his desk opposite mine for many years until he moved into his streaming space in the basement, maybe got a little bit sick of hearing me clicky clack for hours on end throughout the day. I do like 6 hours of writing a day, so I can see how 6 hours of clicky clacking might not be fun. But does Ghost have nightmares about? It turns out mechanical keyboards. Yes. He's also, I think, talked about this on stream before, so I don't think he'll mind me mentioning it, but he has a reoccurring nightmare that he has to capture a bunch of kittens and flush them down the toilet. He doesn't know why. He's never tried to probe the meaning of the stream. But it's been happening pretty much the whole time we've known each other. I think he has specified that the kittens don't die when they're flushed down the toilet, and he doesn't know why he has to do it. Thank you for the posture check, Peter. But he also one time apparently dreamt that he was teaching a lecture on how to flush the kittens down a toilet. I can't stress enough, Ghost is not a cruel person. He would never do anything like that in real life. We have no idea why these are dreams that he has. But he does have those dreams. Vinyl, hello, how are you? We're just talking about Ghost's reoccurring dreams. Enjoy your lurk. Enjoy your lurks, everybody. Middle of the night just wakes up to click clack of your just haunched at the end of the bed, furiously typing on a keyboard not attached to anything. I could make that happen and see what his reaction is. My 2 cats are offended. Look, I can't stress enough, Ghost is such a sweetheart. He recently did cat sitting for some friends of ours, and one of the cats was stressed out and pooping outside of the litter box, possibly because they were upset that the family was away, and he bought the cats treats so that they would feel chill and happy. So my husband totally would never hurt an actual cat, but for some reason this is something he dreams about. Like, it's one of those dreams that like creeps into his brain every couple of months, and we have no idea why. We've never tried to interpret the dream. I politely requested hydrate. You did! That's right, Peter, and I did not do it. There's a hydrate for you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I can't stress enough, if you've never seen my husband Ghost Pepper stream, he is the sweetest, most wonderful person. He pretends like he's soulless and evil sometimes, but he's a sweetheart, and he would never ever harm an actual living animal. I have a recurring dream of just the filthiest bathrooms. Are you cleaning the bathrooms, comf, or are they just, you're just like stuck in them? I regularly have dreams that I'm trying to find a bathroom and I just can't find one anywhere. Or like I've forgotten the way to get there, or all the stalls are like in use, so I have to go to on this like weird adventure to find a toilet. It's super weird. And I have to like use the bathroom, or I don't have shoes on. Oh no, this sounds like a nightmare. All being soulless and evil are sweet and kind. We are soulless and evil, not monsters. You're the support I need in my life. Well, Peter, thank you for taking care of the streamer. We always appreciate it. Sorry, there's a lot of dream talk. I should know better. Every time we get on the topic of dreams, there's always a lot of dream talk. I probably did have to go to the bathroom in real life at the time. It's just so weird because, like, it's never a dream about me going to the bathroom. It's always a dream about me going on an epic quest to find a bathroom. And sometimes it's like it's in really weird locations. One time I was like walking along a river and I had to apparently pee, but I didn't just go like squat in the bush. I went on a quest to find like a latrine or something, and I couldn't find one, and it was really weird. I was like hiking up this trail trying to find a bathroom. And the other one, oh man, there was another one I was going to mention, and it just flew out of my head. I used to have a reoccurring dream as a kid about swimming pools with a filthy end that had all kinds of like seaweed tentacles trying to drown me. Oh no. Now I have dreams that I can't find a bathroom that has any privacy. I've had a couple of those too, where it's like, here's a bathroom stall, and there's like no walls or door or anything, and it's like, okay. The quest for pee. I once walked in my sleep to sit in the sink. Really? I've never sleepwalked. That is one that I haven't had. I dreamed I was on a boat once when I got food poisoning from sushi. Oh no, my brother-in-law had really bad food poisoning once, and he said that he dreamt of gnomes that made him their king when he was like in the height of the fever. The epic quest in search of a bathroom. See, but if it's like happening in the real world, it doesn't make as much sense. Quest for the bathroom, the main character holds their bladder for years. Fights the big bad evil guy, saves the world, and I'll just use the bathroom. Indeed. Indeed. I also sometimes, like, I have like a whole bunch of reoccurring themes in dreams. Stuff like me trying to do work and people just coming over to the house and not letting me do work and just distracting me, and me just being like, I gotta do my work, you guys. And then there's also ones where, like, when I used to work in an office, I would dream that I was trying to go somewhere, and then I would realize, but wait, I have to work in the morning, and so the dream would change so that I was trying to get home in time for work. I've had tons of weird dreams in my life. I keep dreaming where I wake up in my room and I try to turn on the lights, but none of them work, but I can hear noises like people's clothes and rustling and moving. Oh boy. Mine was an anxiety dream that someone stole 2 dresses from us. They paid for 1 dress by check, which we don't accept, so this would never happen. And then it turns out they took 2 dresses and also the check. Oh no! That would be terrible. That would be terrible. 2 cheeses. No one takes my friend's cheeses. Yeah, dreams are, I could talk about dreams for literal hours, but, because I used to have the anxiety dream all the time where my teeth would fall out. To the point where if I start, like, if I have a tooth that falls out, I know I'm dreaming. I instantly know I'm dreaming, and I either wake up, or sometimes I stay asleep and I'm able to start lucid dreaming. It's one of those things where if it doesn't trigger me to actually fully wake up, I can just take control of the dream and do whatever I feel like, because I know that I know for a fact that this is dreamland. But it sucks when you don't recognize that you're dreaming, and sometimes you get scared of the weirdest stuff in dreams too. Like, I know I Ghost woke me up the other day. I think it was like a week or so ago. He woke me up because he said I was making distress noises. And what happened is that I was dreaming that I was in my like childhood home folding laundry, and there was like a stepping stool that moved up, like of its own accord. And it probably just like fell over or something, because you know that happens with things sometimes. But in the dream, I like ran around the house and turned on all the lights and started yelling at the ghosts. Sorry, my ring was falling off. At the ghosts. To leave me alone, and those were like the noises I was making. And when I woke up, I was like, that is the stupidest scary dream I've ever had, but I was apparently quite distressed by it. Not everyone remembers their dreams, but you do dream, Squanchy. The average adult dreams 5 times every night, because you have to pass through REM sleep when you sleep. Teeth dreams are the worst. Mine would always crumble into tiny pieces. I've had that one too, Exiled Fae. Again, to the point where if it happens, I know that I'm dreaming. All the way back to childhood haunts, it strikes home. Yeah, it was one of those, I could see why it freaked me out in the dream, but as soon as I woke up, I was like, okay, that was a little bit melodramatic brain. One time my cat was having a nightmare and I had to wake her up. She's only been to the vet like twice. She's never been outside and she's spoiled as hell. And I'm like, what do you have nightmares about? Squanchy, if you don't sleep, that's a whole other problem. Okay, I promised another sprint. So I think what we're gonna do is, because I'm probably gonna have to run more ads soon. Much to my chagrin, because I hate running ads. But what we're gonna do is one more sprint, and then we'll take a bio break, and we'll run a couple ads to hopefully prevent the pre-rolls from grabbing people. I take my sleep really seriously too, because if I don't have a sleep schedule, I just don't sleep. What, Peter? Let us know what. You're joining the sprint. That's amazing, Peter. I hope you write many, many words. I'm gonna see how close I can get to the end of this scene. Let me just remember, because we just talked like for 20 minutes, so let me just remember where I stopped. Okay. There's the button. Let's do it! That was a lot of typoing right there. I hope no one was paying. See, this is the moments where I'm like, I hope no one was paying attention to what I actually typed there, because it was bad. Whoops. Mistakes are allowed. I want to see you and Cum go head to head in a typing competition. 3 bouts of words per minute. Oh man, that would be interesting. I was saying to Cum on stream this morning that her fingers seem so light on the keyboard. I don't actually have a camera for like my keyboard though, so I don't know if I just feel like I really heavily hit the keys or if it's just because I have a mechanical keyboard and it sounds like I really heavily hit the keys. It's like my cat when I hear run, 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 smash. Yeah. type, whoops. Need a keyboard cam? Well, Ghost is planning to get a new camera, and I am going to inherit his old one for craft stream, so maybe in the near future we can have a keyboard cam. We will put it on the wish list. Have Ghost as the hype man announcer. That would be so great. have so many questions about what new system. Oh, the new refund system. Did they like send you like guide? Did they send out like a tutorial for it? There's no guide. We kind of went over it, but as you use it, you kind of realize that not everything was... that would be my thing too. I would want something to refer back to, because I don't learn as well from, like, spoken instructions. I learn better from actually, like, going through the process. So if I have, like, a guide to follow through the process, that makes it a lot easier for me. I guess that makes me more of a visual learner or an active learner than a listening learner. I think I'm gonna leave that one there. I think I'm pretty happy with that. That is 2,212 words in that scene. I'm probably just gonna let the timer run down here for this sprint because I don't necessarily have more to add here, but I'm gonna set up for the next chapter, which is gonna be chapter 7. Very exciting. This is our 5th writing session for this novel, and we're on chapter 7. Feels pretty good. Keeping in mind this is a rough draft, lots of this will either need to be changed, redefined, prettied up with extra description. My philosophy is pretty much tell the story on the first draft, get it all out of your head, and get it all organized after, get it pretty later. 859 words in that sprint. Peter, you still have 30 seconds to do a few more, but that's amazing. I'm a big believer in you can fix it in edits. So I pretty much just go with the flow. Let whatever is happening fall out of the page, and then eventually I'll go back and say, okay, this works, this doesn't. This needs to be expanded. I already have a few places where I definitely know I'm going to need more description, more clarification. There may have been a few times I've contradicted myself already, so... but I just kind of plow ahead, keep moving forward. We're at 18,810 words for the whole novel so far, which feels pretty darn good. I'd like to be at 20,000 by the end of the week. We might, depending on if we write another 2,000 words, we might hit 20,000 today, although that's not necessarily the goal. So nice. I remember we started at around 12,000 yesterday. So we've come quite far. 392 words, that's about average for me. Hey, Exile Faye, that's 392 words you didn't have before. 882 by the time the timer clicked over. Heck yeah! Yeah, like 392 words, that is a respectable number of words for 20 minutes. Especially because I know some people are much more considerate of the words they write. I don't consider the words I write down. I'm just writing whatever. I know people who want to make sure that the sentence they're writing is clean and makes sense, and when I try to do that, I slow down too. And sometimes I do that, and sometimes I'm just like, whatever, this will make sense eventually. And then sometimes I read a sentence and I'm like, I don't know what I meant. I'm just gonna have to decide something new. 402 for the day, that's awesome. I do angst over the words a bit. Yeah, and hey, if that's what works for you the best, I'm not here to tell you no. Remember, no to nothing, yes to everything. I'm going to take a quick bio break because we've definitely been going, I think we've been going for about an hour and a half. So I am going to pop AFK. You will probably see some ads play during the break. It's okay. I've started running them manually so that they only happen on the break screen, hopefully. Feeling good about my progress? Heck yeah! That is the most important thing. And honestly, my other novel project that I work on off stream, I've written 4 scenes in that, and yesterday I already had my first existential "this is garbage, no one's going to read this" moment. So it happens. If you're happy with the progress in the moment, that's the most important thing. I remembered one of my many problems of going from Notepad to Word doc is that I can fill up pages of a Notepad, but when I type it up, it's only like a page and a half. It does feel like less because it's more compressed, but you can at least see the number of words that you've done in the Word document without having to count them manually. All right, I will be right back. Please, if you have not for a while, get up, stretch your legs, grab something to drink, and I will see you very soon. I have returned. I thought I heard ghosts getting home, but it was actually the garbage truck. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Just taking my slippers off. Right, so for chapter 7 of this book, we're going to switch back to Ciri. We've seen slightly less of her in this book than everyone else. You guys might remember that she was the character who narrated our initial opening. She's sort of part of this cult of watchers who have made it clear that they want to keep tabs on Alethea, but they haven't really made their intentions clear. I think at this point in the book, it's sort of become obvious that Ciri and Jalen have been told or sent to watch over Alethea for various purposes. So we have our 3 major players in the game sort of swirling around each other. But at the moment, we're sort of going to take a step back from what the main plot at least appears to be. And we're going to take a little bit more of an in-depth look at the Watchers and at what's going on with Ciri. So I believe that the plan that I had for this, for chapter 7, just highlight it. So Ciri is about to attend what they call the ceremony of ascension. And basically everyone in the Watchers is hoping at some point in time to ascend to what they call godhood, to unlock their full potential, to basically achieve a level of magic that they believe like the rest of the world is unable to do because of the rules, the magical rules that are in place. And so basically she's going to find out that one of the higher level initiates has just been chosen to ascend. And so she will attend the ceremony of ascension, which we're going to decide what that looks like during hopefully the next sprint. And this is actually going to set up a problem that Ciri encounters later, which is that what she expects to happen to her colleague post-ascension is not what actually happens, and that causes her to start questioning her position and what she's doing. So we're going to not so much be concerned with the after part, but this is a cool opportunity to throw a little bit of extra world building into the book by showing how they handle this ceremony. And I'm thinking, I haven't thought too hard about this, so again, I'm a very in-the-moment writer, but I'm thinking that one of the reasons why magic works the way that it does in this particular world is because if you use too many different sources at one time in order to weave your spells, it has an impact on the environment, but it also has an impact on the caster. And I'm thinking that by using magic differently, what the Watchers are actually doing is sort of unbalancing themselves. They're sort of taking themselves out of the normal balance with the ecosystem they exist in. And as a result of that, this other hidden being that doesn't reveal itself until much later is actually sort of able to steal their magical essence. So what I kind of want to do is create something that looks like a ceremony where a person is essentially shedding their physical bindings to become an energy being, but what's actually happening is that they're kind of having the energy sucked out of them, which is a challenge. And probably I won't accomplish it on the first draft. This is probably something that will have to be worked through during the second draft. But I sort of want to lay the seeds for it. May I ask a question, which I promise I don't want to seem rude or like I'm poking holes and being a jerk? Yeah, no, go ahead, ask a question. If it is how I'm going to accomplish that, I don't know. I'll make it up as I go. I'm now waiting on stream delay, waiting for the question. Waiting for question, and then we'll do the next sprint. I'm starting to feel not like super bad, but I'm starting to feel like I should definitely get another sprint in, because I don't know how much longer it's going to be before my body just decides that it's done with the day. If they can use magic which affects the environment, can't they use magic to undo the damage they're doing? Not in this case. I haven't worked out all the mechanics of this yet, so the way that magic works in this world is... I don't exactly know, but the way that they've sort of established is appropriate is to use the energy in the world to charge sources, and then to use those essentially energized sources to cast magic. By doing this, you're borrowing magic from places in the world that have an abundance of it, and then when you release that magic from the spell, it goes back into another portion of the ecosystem and essentially eventually balances out. I think that's how it works. But if you skip the sources, which is essentially what the Watchers are doing, then you're taking energy from parts of the world that don't necessarily have that energy to give you. And so you're damaging the place that the energy is taken from, and you're also damaging yourself by not having that buffer of a cleansed source in order to cast from. The damage to the environment might be partially undone eventually by allowing the ecosystem to correct itself, but the damage to the person cannot actually be undone. And so if you damage yourself enough, you essentially rupture your being and all of your energy comes out. I think that's kind of what I'm going for. This is all very theoretical right now. Thank you for explaining. I was horrified. It seemed like I was just being a tool. No, you were asking a question about the world building. You're making me think. Like when you take too many natural resources from a place and just end up draining it. Exactly. For example, cutting too many trees without allowing the forest time to regrow. That's exactly what I'm going for. And I've actually established places of power within the world building of the world where people will go on journeys to gain that magical power. I don't know if they've been told. I don't know if mages have been taught that the reason why they have to use sources is because it's damaging if they don't. I think that the Mage Council has framed it as, this is how magic works, and if you don't do it this way, it won't work. And so what the Watchers have done is they found this loophole. They've realized that there are other ways to cast magic, but they don't realize that by exploiting those ways of doing magic, they're actually causing irreparable harm to themselves. So I don't know if anyone, I definitely know Halo Banshee has seen this, but if anyone's seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., in that show, they explain that when Daisy Johnson uses her powers, she actually can sometimes cause damage to her own bones because of the way her powers work, because of the reverberation. So they built her basically shock-absorbing gloves that prevent her from damaging herself when she uses her power. So something sort of like that in the process of touching raw, unfiltered magic, people cause damage to themselves. They're basically causing small little bruises at first, but if you work big enough magic at a certain point in time, then you're talking rupture of major arteries or something like that, right? Or ripping open your own skin or something like that. But in more magical terms than in physical terms. So in this case, the sources are sort of the magical shock absorbers. They serve as a buffer so that you're not touching the damaging magic. I think that's how it works. None of these mechanics have made it into the story yet, guys, but this is what I think. This is what's in my brain. We're older than you and we say this is how it works. Sounds like my parents, but that's exactly what I'm going for, because they have decided that in teaching that magic works this way, they're protecting people from the dangers, and that people won't think to encounter the dangers because they don't know that it's possible to work magic in any other way. But what's actually happening is that people have found this other way and they're like, hey, wait a minute, you're lying to us, right? So it hasn't exactly had the effect that they were hoping for. Like the oil industries in the 1960s, global warming, the hell is that? I definitely didn't necessarily mean for it to be an analog for climate change, but it definitely can at least partially be viewed that way. And that is something, that is a concept I've played around with before, the idea of overuse of magic causing harm to the environment. Because if you consider that magic is a part of the ecosystem, then exploiting too much of it would be the same as cutting down too many trees, pumping out too much oil. I love making up magic systems for world building. Yes, absolutely. And I like this conversation because it's making me think, right? It's making me refine, what is my concept of this magic? What are the consequences of this? And how can I take the exploited consequences and make them seem like something good? Which is kind of what the Watchers have done, right? Is they've kind of said, if you use this magic, it will free you from the binds that this Mage Council has basically forced on you. But what they're actually doing is getting people to shake themselves loose of their magical form and their physical form, and they're actually killing them. That's what's actually happening. It was fun being here, but it is, 12:30 and I'm crashing. Have a good night. Take care. We hope to see you again, Levi. And thank you so much for stopping by. That reminds me that it's a good idea to get some work in, because I am definitely feeling like I am going to go need some rest soon as well. And since I am always the first one telling everyone, honor your limits, take rest when you need it, I'm going to have to follow my own advice. So let's do a sprint. Let's see how far we can get in this scene, and let's see if we can hopefully get this scene done before my body decides that it is resting time. I'm also supposed to cook dinner tonight, but I know if I don't feel up to cooking dinner, Ghost will help me, so. I'm bouncing to you. Have a good night. Exiled Faye, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Good luck with your words. I hope to see you soon. I should say that if I end up not feeling super great tonight, I probably won't stream tomorrow morning. But if I don't stream tomorrow morning, I will stream Friday afternoon. So I'll figure it all out. What's for dinner? Hopefully it's going to be pad thai, homemade pad thai. But if I don't end up cooking, I don't know. I don't know what Ghost will make. Let's put that writing timer on and let's see what 20 more minutes of clicky clacking will do. Think I'm done writing for the day? No worries, Peter. If you are done and ready to rest, that is 100% valid. Time for dinner. It is 12:31 a.m. No worries. Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Feel free to lurk while you're eating if you like. Otherwise, have a good evening/morning, and we'll see you soon. As I said, if I'm not feeling well tomorrow morning, if I don't stream tomorrow morning, I will try to stream Friday afternoon. So hopefully, if you guys miss me tomorrow, you'll get more of me later. I'm noticing as I go through this first draft that I often start paragraphs with the same word, but I try not to worry about that too much until my editing phase, but it is one of the things that I try to be aware of and will look at and weed out later and try to have more variation in my sentence and paragraph starts. Artist, hello. I hope I got the right amount of... Is it artist? Please correct me if I've said it wrong. Welcome in! How are you? What are you up to? Sorry if I'm stumbling over your name, but I'm awful at names. We're just in the middle of a writing sprint at the moment, so I might be a little quieter than usual. Artie. Hello, Artie. What are you up to today? Volatile Toast? Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for the raid! How was the rest of Hades? My goodness, this is gonna be so much less exciting than what you were just doing. Pug, hello. Bach TV, hello. Volatile Toast, of course, hello. Chimney, hello. It is not a romantic novel. It is a epic fantasy novel, and our character Siri is about to witness the ceremony of ascension, which we're gonna make up off the top of our head while we are doing this here writing. I'm about 507 words into this particular sprint. Bach TV, thank you so much for the follow. I super appreciate it. It was great. We got the 8 heat wins, so return to 32 continues. You will get there. I noticed that you have a much more aggressive play style than I do. I'm so much more defensive. You just get in there and whack everyone, and I'm like so careful. It takes me like twice as long. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the raid. I imagine this is a somewhat more unconventional raid for your crew, so I really appreciate you coming to hang out. Artie, thank you for the follow. Appreciate. High risk, high reward. I noticed that Ghost plays that way too, and I'm like, dang, because I'm afraid to do that. I hoard my health because I'm so like I don't have the greatest hand-eye coordination or reflex time, so I like really bide my time. But sometimes it bites me in the butt because the longer you're in that freaking arena with Theseus and the Minotaur, like the more Asterius just beats you down. I apologize if I'm a little bit quiet for the next 8 or so minutes while I clicky-clack here. Gonna have to dip and run, get some sleep. Yes, I imagine it is quite late for you. Also, a 24-hour tomorrow. I will try to drop in. Take care. Sleep well. Shagraz, hello. How are you? There's an hourglass, guys, because of course there is. Oh my god, why can't I type mouth? Thank you for the hydrate, Halo. Let me finish this sentence and then we will also stretch. What? Well, that's not how you spell consciousness. There's no 9 in it. Always gotta take care of yourself. Appreciate it, Halo. I really do. Especially on a day like today when I'm feeling not essentially the greatest. It's nice to be reminded to take care of myself from time to time. Let's stretch. There's no 9 in consciousness? I know, right? It was a shock to me too, but apparently numbers don't often appear in the middle of words. Despite what my fingers apparently think. Alright, it is break time. I'm probably gonna have to go in here and actually refine this a little bit in the future. We got 1,007 words in. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Hopefully another 1,000 or so words will bring us to the end of this scene. I think I'm pretty much done with the preamble, so next sprint, I think I'm just gonna go straight in there, get everything going, get the magic happening. Get that godhood being attained. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Let's see how much we've written on stream so far, because that's always fun. We are at 3,221. Pretty happy with that. This is a pretty good day. Hopefully, like I said, I'm aiming for each scene to be roughly around 2,000 or so words. It can be more, it can be less. I don't necessarily want to spend too much time on this because it is sort of setting up for a later conflict, but hopefully we can describe someone ascending and Ciri's reaction to it. All the godhood, exactly. How are you, Laurel? I haven't seen you in a while. I mean, I've seen you on Twitter, but I haven't seen you on Twitch in a while. When do we get blurb added? Shugraz, blurb is not going to be a thing on these streams because it would interrupt me while I was sprinting. If I ever do a game stream or something that doesn't involve heavy focus, then maybe we'll have blurb. But you guys get to blurt me enough when I go downstairs to be on Ghost Stream for like 5 minutes. I notice that because you guys don't get to blurt me on my stream, as soon as I appear on Ghost Stream, there's like a million blurps and dickspurs. You go ahead, Shugraz, and hold me to that. If we get to, let's see. I don't think it's gonna happen because this is ending at the end of the month, but never say never. If we get to the 1,100, oh my god, I don't know if I can say your name. As dual, I can't say it! Thank you so much for the follow. Please tell me how to say your name. Is it as DWU? I was gonna say limit, but the I is in the different. It's Adult Swim. I was even thinking that, and I was like, wait, it doesn't say Adult Swim. I see the brain trick in there. That's really cool. Adult Swim, thank you so much for the follow, and thank you for hanging out. Please let us know what you're up to today. Anyway, Sugars, if we get to that 1,100, there is a Megan Let's Play series that will be unlocked on the stream, and I will add blurb for the Let's Play if we unlock it. We are at 525 right now. We're working on the Divorce Court 12-hour stream, which will probably be on Ghost's channel, but we'll see. There is also, if we get to the 700, which is much more likely, potentially, I'll be doing a story time stream. And maybe, if you ask really nicely, I'll add blurb for that. Maybe. I'd consider it. For anyone who's wondering, we are raising money for new chairs. Ghost and I have pretty crappy chairs. I haven't done this I almost said splurge. I haven't done this spiel in a while. We have really crappy chairs. We're trying to get actual good ergonomic chairs. Ghost's current chair is held together by duct tape, so it's not the greatest. So if you are interested in donating, use the divorce command to head over to Ghost's tip jar and put your tips in there. If you donate to my tips, it'll go to the same place. It just won't move the bar on stream. Anyone who donates $5 or more will be entered in the dungeon map giveaway that has already been unlocked, where you can win a custom D&D map made by Ghost Pepper. Some stipulations apply, apparently. I think it's either a battle map or a town map. And yeah, we are hoping at the end of the month to order the chairs, no matter how much we've raised. We super appreciate everyone who's donated so far. We had some really big expenses at the beginning of summer, so we're just trying to make sure we don't break the bank on getting some chairs. But these are the rewards. We've already unlocked a bunch of them. There's going to be a 12-hour writing stream from me sometime in November. There's also going to be probably in October a tipsy chat where I drink wine and chat with you all. And we're working on unlocking that 12-hour divorce court stream, which will start as a brunch stream and turn into 12 hours of chaos. Also, for anyone who's like, who's getting divorced? No actual divorce is taking place. Ghost and I, my husband Ghost Pepper, when we do our streams, we just call it divorce court because we snipe at each other a little bit for funsies. The fun kind of sniping at each other, like when we're in Divinity and he shoots me with a gun and I'm like, excuse you? So, yeah, it's all in good fun, and it's all hopefully going to be super fun. So that is running until the end of September. I believe 10 more days. I think there's 31 days and nope, there's only 30 days. So 9 days, question mark? I can't math. Don't worry, Megan, I'm pretty sure everyone says swim's name wrong the first time. I almost said Adult Swim, and then I was like, no, that's not right. It's like on a test when you cross out the right answer and write the wrong answer. How are you? I'm doing pretty okay. I'm definitely feeling like I'm probably gonna need to rest soonish, so we're gonna hopefully do another sprint here soon and get through these wordsing. But aside from that, I'm doing pretty cool. I did say if we reach the 1200 that we would do a 24-hour stream. I can't say that I'm not, I'm perfectly happy with not doing the 24-hour stream because I don't know how well I would hold up for a 24-hour stream. I do feel like now that I'm saying that, everyone's going to be like, oh, you don't want to do the 24-hour stream and, like, make sure we get there, but I feel like... I feel like maybe I'm safe from it. I don't know. I might be the one who very much appreciated that clarity. There's been a wraith spotted in Juno's story, so it's like the other Ethereals will show up at some point. Interesting. You can take breaks now. I mean, I feel like if it's a 24-hour stream, the idea would be that I would be on the full 24 hours rather than napping. I don't like seeing streamers doing 24 hours, makes me uncomfortable for them. I've always felt that way. I kind of threw the idea of a 24-hour stream out there. Oh, thanks for the clarification about the divorce not happening. It's cool. Everyone asks that. Me and my husband are very happily married. There's no worries there. I tried once and I only got 21 hours. I know, I don't really know how people do it. I'm the sort of person who I feel like it's gonna mess up my sleep schedule a lot. But I put it on there as like an incentive because I was like, first of all, we're asking for a lot of money in this drive and I don't think we'll actually get that far. Not because our community isn't generous, because they are. Like our Twitch community is insanely generous and everybody's amazing, and I'm always surprised when we do any of these drives. But we've also done a lot of charity streams recently, and I would much rather have people put their money towards something like that, first of all. And second of all, I figured it is a lot of money. If we do get there, I wanted to do something really big. So I'm willing to try the 24-hour stream if we get there. I feel like it's probably not gonna happen, and I'm not, like, super broken up about it. I'd love to do the Let's Play. I'd love to do the story time. Probably if we don't unlock them for this, I might use them as like community points unlocks later. Just because I had decided that I would be happy doing those things before we put them on here. But wherever we get, and we super appreciate, like I said, we super appreciate everyone who's donated, everyone who is helping us get those nice comfy chairs for our backs, because my back certainly does not like the chair that I have now. So that's a thing, and if we get to those, if we get to the story time and the Let's Play, then I will definitely consider adding blurb and stuff for those streams. I'll have to turn it off when I go back to writing, because we've already proven the chaos that can be caused when someone, I won't mention names, but it's above me on the screen, figures out how to blurp me even though I don't have blurp turned on. So it can definitely be interruptive to the productivity parts of these streams. I'm losing my words, man. Leave it to Brucey. I know, Bruce Campbell Soup just has this amazing capacity for figuring out how to blurt people. He very often gets ghosts during the setup before he's even gone live. And Vinyl has taken up his practice as well, because when we were setting up for our stream on this past Saturday, I suddenly heard, oh my god, who was that? And it was that Vinyl had sent a dick spur I think it was a dick spur to the headset before he even went live. So people know, people figure out your habits and they get you. I know him in real life. We go back 12 years. Oh, nice. He's always been super sweet and supportive to us, to me and to Ghost Pepper. So we really appreciate that. But yeah, if the 24-hour stream does happen, I do solemnly swear that if I feel like I can't handle the 24 hours, I will take a break and or finish another day or something like that. This community is amazing. I am constantly blown away. Hang on, throat is dry. Said a lot of words. I'm constantly blown away and amazed by this community, and just every time someone needs a boost, like whether it is a monetary boost or a morale boost or whatever, people come out and people show up. I feel very honored to have met you and everyone else in this chat as well. Comf. Just 100% can't say enough good things about this Twitch community. I've said so many times, like, even today, like, I didn't know if I could turn on the camera and stream today. I have not been feeling the greatest this week, and I kind of have a feeling that after this stream, I'm just gonna go end up laying down for the rest of the night. But every time I have that moment of hesitation, like, can I do this? Can I like, vibe with people today? People always show up, and they hype me up and they support me, and I try to hype them up and support them in return, and it always feels good, guys. Like, I have not felt the greatest this week, but I feel pretty good about hanging out with you guys, about getting this work done. I'm glad I came out today, and I'm glad you guys came out today. And like we were talking earlier about, like, when I first started streaming, I didn't even know if people would be into watching me write or chatting with me about, you know, the weird little things in my head or the tea that I drink or any of that stuff. And you guys have been supportive. And Bruce Campbell Soup is one of those people who was at my first stream, has been hanging out in many of my streams, always shouts me out, is always supportive. And there's many other people as well who, Shagraz, one of them as well. Shagraz lurks a lot, calls me out, sasses me when I need it. Apparently I accidentally turned on a second timer. And many of the people who hang out here in my streams are people who came to me through my husband's streams, and he does very different streams than me most of the time. So I really appreciate you guys giving me a try, giving me the same support. It means a lot. Like, and on those days when I'm flagging, which today has certainly been a day like that, I can always say, hey, if I turn on that camera, people are gonna come, people are gonna cheer me on. And it's worth it. It's totally worth it. I'm probably going to turn that timer back on. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this might be our last sprint, because I do feel like I'm a little bit flagging. I think I've got at least 1,000 words left in me. If that doesn't quite carry us to the end of this scene, I might do a half sprint to get it wrapped up. I love this community as well. These streamers are so helpful with my writing, and I just love hanging out. I'm so glad that you feel that way. I've only met, I think, a fraction of the actual writing community on Twitch, but everyone I've met has been amazing, has been supportive, has been worth hanging out with, and coming back to. And honestly, there are days where I'm sad that I can only lurk so much, right? I can't be in everyone's streams all the time, sadly. So I try to spread myself around a bit, say hi, let people know that I'm hanging out, that I do have a bad habit of sometimes slipping into people's streams and just not saying anything. And I am trying to get better about at least saying hi before I go into lurk mode. But totally, this community blows me away. And every time we do a charity drive, or every time I see somebody else do a charity drive, I'm reminded that, like, y'all are amazing. So, and if you're wondering if I'm talking to you, if you can hear me right now, I'm talking to you. You're amazing. Now I've said a lot and my throat is actually a bit dry, so I'm gonna tippy tap type for a bit. Let's see what this ascension ceremony looks like. I keep, like, the only thing I really have in my head about it is, like, vibrations, that I want it to be kind of like they vibrate into energy. I don't know if that even makes sense, so let's find out. All right, again, I have to reread my last paragraph. Word doesn't like my sentence, but its suggestion doesn't make sense. We'll all vibrate into energy if we do the 24-hour stream. Probably. It'll either be energy or goop. Vesper Band Geek, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Goop seems more likely. My brain is goop right now. Well, I hope you're able to chill and relax a bit, Katya, so that you can reform from the goop. Although I know exactly what you mean, because I think I'm headed towards that feeling too. Where it doesn't like the sentence but can't suggest something better sounds about right. Yeah. I said it all seemed to surge toward the hand pressed to the glass, and it wants me to change it to hard. And it's like, that doesn't make sense. I'll go read Percy Jackson to recover. Yes, nice. I know Laurel likes the Percy Jackson books as well. Not until I finish this heart-rending romantic scene. Ooh, are you writing it or reading it? Also, I love heart-rending romantic scenes. Nice, Katya. Tear their hearts out and smash them. Stomp on them. Those are my favorite scenes to write and read. If I feel emotions when I read something, heck yeah. How dare you make me cry my own tears. Oh, if you weren't here for the part of the stream where I said I'm bad at talking people out of things, all you're gonna get from me is a do it. Make them cry their own tears. What exactly is my project? I am working on a high fantasy epic novel called, this one is called Someone's Errant Child, although the series as a whole is called Everyone's Child. We are working on, what chapter? 7? We're working on chapter 7. We are creating an ascension ceremony for our character to witness, which is going to cause some problems later down the line. But for now, it's uplifting. And I'm doing pretty good. How are you? We are working towards, I think, our 4,000th set of words written on stream today. And I'm hoping I can wrap this scene up in another 1,000 words. So we will see. We will see. I'm a little bit slow right now. I gotta pick up the pace. My editor will scold me about the sadness she feels. Yeah, but that's a good feeling when your editor is like, how dare you make me feel feelings? I know I've blown straight through the timer, but I think I'm like 4 sentences from the end of this scene, so we're actually just gonna wrap this up. Because I do think it's about time for me to raid on and see what's going on in the house with dinner tonight. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this, because I think I literally just need like 2 minutes. Oh my goodness. Icarus got flippers. Thank you so much for the raid. A Platy Bros, I'm assuming Platypus Bros. Hello, hello. Let me let me give you a shout out. Icarus got flippers. Also, let me give you a follow because I'm pretty sure I'm not following you yet. How are you? Hello, hello. Hello again, Sable, Daz, E. Armstrong, Icarus, of course, Lord Galacrond. Hello, hello. Melody Rhodey, hello. How are you guys? How did writing go? Or chatting, as I see that it actually came up as just chatting. Were you working on Game of Tomes stuff? We are actually just wrapping up a scene. Rugrat 1, hello. Sorry if I missed you in all of the in all of the excitement there. I did miss a few people. I am so sorry. Did pretty good. Got some work. Game of Tomes stonks all the way. Nice. I'm just wrapping up a scene, our second scene for stream here on my Everyone's Child's project that we just recently started. We just created a ceremony of ascension, and our character has just witnessed that. Melody Rhodey, thank you so much. Am I saying that right? Or is it Melody Relody? I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names. Thank you so much for the follow. Icarus, thank you. Rugrat, thank you. Also, if I ever mispronounce your name, please tell me. I'm awful with names. I change the letters around. So if I accidentally do that, like I did with Melody's name, please let me know so I can say it right. Now it's time to shove off for a while. Absolutely. Once you're finished with the stream, you always gotta rest and recharge. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying the Game of Tomes stuff. I'm getting really excited to get involved in some of the lore stuff. I've been talking to Sable about a few things, so I'm really happy. I know I can be a little slow to get involved just because I'm a little bit shy of like, can I actually do this without stepping on any toes? So mine is Eli, but in Game of Tomes I'm Egriff. Oh, okay. I have seen the name Egriff around, so I recognize you. And also, hello, welcome in. I did just say that I thought I was like 4 sentences from the end of the scene, and now I'm like, what was I even saying? This is probably a disaster sentence that will have to be fixed in edits, but whatever, that's a future problem. I don't want them to say that. I want them to say something different. Novasaurus Rex, thank you so much for the raid! Hello! Did I spell that right? S-E-R... No, I didn't. There we go. I think that's right. Were you playing Phasmo? I can't play that game. It's too scary. How did it go? Sandra, thank you so much for the lurk. Sorry, my brain just went words on a page. How was your stream, Novosaurus Rex? I played Phasmo, I think twice. Once was on Halloween, and we had like a really, really aggressive spirit come after us, and me and my friend Flutter just had a super like scary experience. I've watched a bunch of people play the game since then and not have like any ghost experiences, and I'm like, that ghost came at us. It hated us. It's so much better with others than you can stay in the van. I know what you mean. When we've got a big party, I just monitor things. Yeah, I've gone back to play, I think, one other time with a group of friends, and it wasn't quite as bad. But just our first time playing the game, I think it was like our second or third house that we did. It was like a farmhouse, and there was like a guy with like I don't even remember if I'm remembering it correctly or if I've just like conflated the experience in my head, but he had like this big butcher axe, and he just came for me and my friend Flutter, and we were just like, nope. Okay, so I'm not inventing the crazy guy in the farmhouse. Ooh, people are officially dating, huh? Yeah, I remember it was because at one point I had lagged and I didn't see the ghost that everybody else saw, but I saw him later when he like came to kill me. We're not shouting it at the tops of the rooftops. Maybe you should. Okay, not at the funeral though. You might get asked to wait outside if it happens at the funeral. Oh my goodness. I'm wondering why my lovely Ghost Pepper isn't home. Oh, he might have rugby tonight, though. So I was like, it's weird that Ghost isn't home by 5:30, but it might be rugby. I need my final sentence here. Nope, I gave up on trying to spell that. I don't know if that's a good last sentence, but I'll fix it in post. So I overran that last sprint a little bit, but let's see. Where did I start? I think it was here. So I think I started with the epic speech. That was 1,234. I would say at least 1,100 of that was probably during the sprint. We did this last little bit after the sprint ended. Just to get finished, but that brings that scene to 2,241. Perfect. And if we look at everything we wrote on stream, I imagine that's going to be right around 4,000. 4,455. That's pretty awesome considering when I first sat down this afternoon, I had no idea exactly what I was going to write and if I was even going to be able to write anything. So, word vomit success, you guys. We did it. Gotta fill up my giant water bottle, so hopefully I don't miss the raid. Comf, let me know when you're back. We will raid when you get back. How's my stream been? Pretty good. I'm sorry I didn't see this before you had to take the dog out. It's been pretty good, you guys. I'm pretty happy with what we wrote today. I just got super high-pitched, and I don't know why. I don't even know if my mic cuts out when I get super high-pitched like that. But this was great. I've really enjoyed hanging out with you guys. I know I just did the whole, like, this community is great spiel, but I'll do it again. This community is amazing. Every time I'm unsure about turning on the camera, you guys instantly make me feel good about the fact that I decided to come and do writing sprints and share this whole crazy process with you guys. So I'm super happy with how today turned out. I'm gonna pop open my Twitch and see who's around. I hate to raid out so soon after such lovely raids, but I do have to figure out what's going on. I'm supposed to be in charge with dinner tonight, so I do have to figure out what's going on with that at some point. Who is writing? I think everybody is playing games for today. Let me see. And if you guys have any suggestions, because I'm sure several of you are probably following more people than I am, of someone you would like to raid, please let me know. I should actually switch my headphones back. Make craft dinner. Squanchy, I have some bad news for you. The first bad news is we don't have any craft dinner in the house. The second bad news is I can't eat craft dinner because it has dairy in it. I think it has, like, not great dairy in it because it's just powder. But I can't eat it. Welcome back, Novosaurus. I was just saying that stream went pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how much work we got done. I'm pretty happy that I got to hang out with all you guys. But if anybody has any suggestions for a raid, let me know. Especially because I think most of the writers that I know of / follow are playing games at the moment. Oh, I'm tempted to... Let's see what my friend Val is, I think, doing some music. Is she writing music or is she just playing music? I think she might be jamming. Can send us to a game. I vote that we raid one person. Lord Galacrond. I think we don't have a choice but to raid one person. I don't think we can split up. If we are looking for... I mean, we can hang out with my friend Val, who's playing some lovely jams on her guitar at the moment. We could also drop in... I have many friends who are playing... games. Some of them are writers, not all of them. I did notice that Telenartho is running sprints, even though he's playing some, I think it's Magic the Gathering. I think I recognize them cards. I was also introduced to this place called Kitten Clubhouse yesterday, which is not really a very active stream, but there's cats. There's cats, you guys. So yeah, a couple of options. I usually try to keep the writing sprints going if I've been doing a writing thing. Already love it. I definitely, even if we don't raid them, I should shout them out, because if you guys need a super, like, chill place to hang out, check out, it's called Kitten Clubhouse. And if you guys vote to go there, we can always go there. But I believe it's a New Zealand kitten shelter. And they just have some cameras set up in the room where they have the kittens, and you can watch the kittens day and night. It was nighttime when I was watching earlier, but it looks like it's a little afternoon today. I don't see the kittens though. They might be hiding. They might be napping. But if you need a place to just like chill out, and if you're stressed or whatever, the kitties are a really great place. We can go kitties if you guys want to go kitties. Hopefully they will poke their heads out somewhere. I imagine that they were pretty active like during during the day. I'll actually just pull this over. You guys can kind of see that the kitties aren't doing much at the moment, but we can go hang out over there. You can, I believe you can drop balls if you donate bits, and they're super cute kitties. Maybe they'll come out if we raid. Oh, I see some of them. Look, they're sleeping in the little thing. You might not be able to see it on my stream because it's too small, but they're so cute. I follow one that's wolves. Novasaurus, you'll have to tell us where so we can go see it. I get like, it's just so chill sometimes to just watch cats be cats. Or I used to keep I don't know if it still works, but I used to keep, there's an aquarium that had a live cam for jellyfishes that I used to keep on tap all the time. Wolf Conservation Center. Let me give them a follow. Hang on. Oh, dang, look. Look, you guys. I'm gonna follow them right now. They're sleeping. They had puppies this spring. Oh, that's so sweet. They're so cute. Yeah, if you guys don't mind that the kitties are sleeping, we will drop in on the kitties. See if they come out and play. I was watching earlier around lunchtime, and the one was just like, they had this little, I think it's off camera now, but there was this little plastic thing. It looked plastic because it was dark. And he was just attacking it. Like, he was just going at it, and he kept getting ever closer to the camera, and it was just adorable. So yeah, I'm always happy to drop some support on the kitties. Before we go over there, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone. We had so much love today. Novasaurus Rex, thank you for the raid. Icarus Got Flippers, thank you so much for the raid. Sable, thank you for the raid. Volatile Toast, thank you so much for the raid. If I missed someone, the book editor as well, thank you for the raid. We got so much love today. It means the world to me because, like I said, I've not been feeling the greatest. And having you all here has been amazing. I'm gonna make myself cry. This was a day where I woke up and I had no idea if I was going to accomplish anything, and I've been able to do so much. In part, I was hanging out in Comf's working stream earlier, and having you guys here to help me get through. It's just been so great. I was hoping to stream tomorrow morning. I don't know if that will happen, but if it doesn't happen tomorrow morning, I will stream Friday afternoon. So I'll definitely try to see you guys at least one more time this week. Thank you, Comf. I am definitely going to go take it easy tonight. I'm definitely going to honor my limits like I tell everyone else to do. But it was super great to be with you guys. Let's go see some kitties. I will do the raid call. I don't know if we want to do the raid calls heading over to the kitties, but if you, oh my goodness, if you want to do the shout out when we get over there, feel free, or not, just enjoy the kitties. They're super chill, and you can bookmark them for later. And please take care, you guys, whatever time zone it is for you. If you need to rest, if you need to walk around, if you need to eat, make sure you're taking care of yourself, and keep being awesome, which should be easy because you're all awesome by default. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Take care.